What is going on, everybody? DJ Mines here. All right, so look, you guys know I'm a huge fan of ERGO, and finally we got an update on ERGO, which we're about to get into. And yes, I have been mining ERGO throughout the Ethereum merge, and that's simply because those rigs are getting hosted at other people's houses. We already had an agreement, so yeah, I wasn't going to turn those off. But let's check it out, man. There's really good stuff going on with ERGO. All right, so looking at the official ERGO Twitter, you can see the handle right there at ERGO Platform Org. They state hashtag ERGO. Miners have passed EIP 37 and the hard fork has taken place at block height 844,673. And if we head over to CW's Twitter, shout out to CW, love this dude. He's from the ERGO Foundation. He retweeted, ERGO has successfully implemented the EIP 37 hard fork. So that's the new EIP. That's the changes that we're going to go over. This means block times will now be able to get back to 2 minutes on average, much faster than before in the event of hash rate jumps, and improve the user experience of ERGO. So as far as official releases, I'm over here on the GitHub. There's a lot of information, though nothing that I could find that's like, this is exactly what is happening. I'll post a link for this if you want to read it, or if you want to educate me on, what exactly is going on, that's great. But apparently we're going to be getting a lot more ERGO coming, or at least we'll be yielding a lot more ERGO. I'm not entirely sure. I just know that I'm seeing good results. So if we head over to my Hive OS, I actually have a little bit more than this. I'll show you that on the pool side in just a moment, but just to show you, this is some of the rigs that I've been running. So I've actually been using hero miners. I don't even know why I'm still using hero miners, to be honest with you. I saw a bunch of my friends like chump changing them. They had a sponsorship from it, so I wanted to support them. That's what it comes down to. But now I think everybody's kind of using GitBlock, so maybe I'll start using GitBlock. I want to support that as well. So currently I'm at 4.55 gigahash. I just turned on a rig, so yeah, I'm really excited about ERGO. But what's really cool here is the yield, because before in these past videos, right, hopefully you can see that highlighted number there, we're getting 3.4 ERGO, where before I was getting 0.7 ERGO. That's terrible, guys. When you're spending this amount of money on graphics cards and I was yielding under an ERGO a day, I mean, that is really bad. So that's saying that's about $9.52. And I have to say that definitely is not covering my power. I'll just go ahead and use the 24 average for what to mine, which is 4.27 gigahash at 15 cent kilowatt. I'm using around 3,000 watts. I don't really care if I get the number perfectly. I just want to look for myself. Let's calculate that real quick. I'm losing about $3.54 at 15 cent a kilowatt. So yeah, that hurts for sure. I'm certainly paying the people that I'm getting hosted with a lot more than that. So every day I'm losing around $3 or $4. However, there is some good news. Like I said, we are seeing some massive changes here to the yield. So 3.4 ERGO, I can definitely justify that a lot more than 0.7 ERGO. And we've said this before, right? At least I've been saying this on my channel. When I watch some of the OGs like Red Panda Mining, and he shows you the last bear market, the yield was insane for a lot of things. Of course, it was probably Ethereum back then or whatever coin, right? But the yields were massive. So at least you could justify it in that sense. Right now or lately, you couldn't really justify it with the yields. You're like, man, I'm losing a lot of money. I'm not getting a lot of coin. My electric rate is still really high, or my electric bill is really high. So there's no benefit. But this is definitely a step in the right direction. However, there are some concerns. The first is ERGO's hash rate. Obviously, ERGO's hash rate is looking very healthy. It's not as bad as what we thought it would be, right? And so if you looked at this without looking at the difficulty, you're like, that's not too bad after Ethereum merge, right? That's not too bad. However, let's go ahead and look at the difficulty. Yeah, the difficulty has been god awful, right? Regardless of what the hash rate was for ERGO, or really a lot of these coins, but specifically today's video is ERGO. I mean, it has not been profitable. However, you can see a nice dip here on October 3rd. So that's today. And then more into October 3rd, just down to 4 petahash. So that's really good, right? It was 8 petahash. And then pretty much, boom, we went down to 4. But it's kind of going back up to 5.3. So I'm hoping that this holds. I'm hoping it continue to go down. And this is where the concern comes for me, is like, okay, now that the difficulty is coming down, are a whole bunch of people going to turn back on? Instead of getting 3.4 ERGO or whatever I'm getting, am I all of a sudden getting a 2 ERGO? Because then it's like this game of back and forth, like, oh, it's profitable for a couple hours and then it's not. So hopefully, this will work out well. I am seeing awesome changes. I am seeing awesome gains. How long will this last? I have no idea. I would love to talk more with ERGO, or set something up like that for ERGO or with ERGO. And, honestly, guys, I think we have to be understanding. We have to wait. We have to be patient. I know Joseph mentions that. I know CW mentions that all the time on the ERGO live streams. I mean, it's only been roughly 2 weeks since the Ethereum merge, maybe slightly more or less, right? So it's not like it's been months on end. I know people want to rush it. People really want to get their money. And I totally understand that. As someone who has most of their farm turned off except for things that are getting hosted at a better electric rate. I completely understand how you're feeling, but we have to wait. We have to be patient. Listen, I believed in ERGO before the Ethereum merge, and I certainly believe in ERGO now, whether I get to mine it or not, whether I just get to dollar cost average into the coin or not. I am a supporter of ERGO. I enjoy having these other proof of work coins around, and you can see, oh, I just noticed this. Not to get caught up too much on the price of ERGO, but it is up 15% in the last 24 hours, and that's really solid gains, especially what's going on with the world. So yes, this is obviously, more people coming on the network, and that's driving more attention, and I do hope that this lasts a bit more. Definitely let me know if you are supporting ERGO. Have you been supporting ERGO? I know they've been asking for a lot of help, and like I said, I've been helping as much as I possibly could within reason. I just got my first electric bill, in case you missed yesterday's video, and it was just shy of $1,000. And like I said, that was the first time I've ever paid for power. So, ooh, man, I got to be really careful with what I'm doing. I just have one spec mining card at this moment. That is Meow Coin. Now that I'm back from my vacation from work, it wasn't a vacation. We had to fight off raccoons. I'll tell you on the next live stream. I love every single one of you, man. Let me know what your experience is. Do please check out those links in the description below. We've got my side hustle game going on. Discord, we've been popping off. Twitter's been really fun. I love every single one of you. DJ Minds, signing out.